Oh my God. Let's get to it. First off, that's not at all how that conversation went, just so you know. Not at all. It happened yesterday. It happened about 30 minutes ago, and I didn't sound like a wuss like that at all, just so you know. I don't know what that whole thing was you just did, Charlie, but that was nothing. And my wife really did take all my suits because I wasn't speaking, so. And this is going to be interesting. I'm glad to be with you. I'm not sure where this is going to go. I'm on some really good cocktail of medication right now, though. There's a cocktail of like opiates, pain meds, Propecia, Rogaine, Levitan, you know what I'm talking about? Blood pressure medication. I'm just floating over here, just so you know. And although I should say I'm clean and sober for 6 days. I've been off Cialis now for 6 days. And I'm in a 90-day program. I'm pretty proud of that. Levitan will tell you, this stuff gets a hold of your life, man. It just takes over, this whole Cialis deal. So, taking my life back is what I'm doing, frankly. So, this is going to be a different talk. I can feel it. Y'all are going to just fuzzy, just so you know. This is going to be awesome. Hope you're recording this one back there. All right, hey. I want to talk to you for a few minutes. We launched a campaign yesterday that I want to get into with you for a few. But if you really sat back while you've been here and thought for a few minutes about what you've seen, I mean, think about what you've seen here. Think about what you've seen here compared to what you see on TV. See what you see in the media. Think about, I was thinking literally, I was in the back yesterday, I watched most of the meeting, and I was just thinking about the beauty of WFG. Just how amazing this enterprise is. You know, just the first thing I tell you, just the ladies of WFG and just how beautiful you are and wonderful the ladies are here. We're so proud of what the women, our top earner coming into this is Penny Oy, female top earner in the room. You know, when you start to sit back and look at it, it's everything that's right in the world is happening in this room. Then you think about the leadership in this room, right? The leaders in here, and then you juxtapose that with what you see on TV every day. No matter how politically you are, is there a part of you watching TV right now going, these are really the two best people walking the earth to be the leader of the free world? Any of you feel that way? Yeah. I mean, you think about, you look at what these, you got whack job nutcase 74-year-old socialists who raise more money than both the other ones, and his whole message is, your life sucks because it's someone else's fault. And we're just gonna spread it around. And people ate it up. They love to hear that stuff. They bash the 1%ers. Don't you hate when they do that? You do understand that the speakers that are rigged up there above you, you best hope a 1%er rigged those speakers. A 1%er designed this room. A 1%er designed the avionics package on the plane you're gonna fly home on. A 1%er creates jobs. A 1%er leads people. 1%ers are pastors. 1%ers are school teachers. You ought to aspire to be a 1%er. And then the other guy over there, so he's totally crazy. He wants to round up 12 million of the hardest working people in the United States that have paid into this country, sons have fought in the military, sacrificed for our country. He wants to round them up and somehow send these beautiful people home. You look at WFG, what would this company be without our Latinos? Where would we be? Nowhere. You got one nut job on the economy, and then you got her. My God, we need a women president, don't we? But my God, does anybody believe this woman believes anything she freaking says? You talk about a fraud in a pantsuit, my God, right? And these are the two best people we got, so I just want to tell you, I think it's time real leaders in the business world rise up, because where real change is when real people give real hope to their neighbors, their friends, the people at church, just like you and I do. And so, that's where real leaders are. I decided I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. I'm running for president, just so you know. That would be even worse than these three clowns I just described, just so you know. So all you dudes who ask me all day, you gonna run for governor? No, I'm not. I would screw it up completely, and I could never afford that pay cut. I could never afford it. But I do have a cabinet for you. Think about what these guys preach, and here's my cabinet. My VP is Penny Oric. Got a little Malaysian girl just kicks everyone's ass in the business world. I'm nominating Rich Thawley as my first Supreme Court Justice. How's that sound? Smart, common sense, good man with good wisdom and judgment. Is there anyone walking planet Earth like Rich Thawley better for that position? No, sir. I got Monty home. He's going to lead the CIA. If you want to get a scoop, he's got it. So I'm putting him in charge of the intelligence gathering. He's got every damn rumor and scoop known to man. I'm taking Charlie A., the former Marine. He's my Secretary of Defense. How's that sound? My Chief of Staff is June Dela Cruz because everybody likes a jolly Filipino man. My drug czar is Sean Villalobos because prior to becoming a Mormon, he smoked a lot of pot. My little Jewish girlfriend, Fredo Barber, will be the ambassador to Israel. My Korean teammate, John Shin, is Attorney General. Jeff Levitan will be in charge of the United Nations ambassadorship because he loves to give and travel the world. I need a tough woman who'll go negotiate around the world, so Jamie Villalobos is my Secretary of State. I need an ambassador to Saudi Arabia, so I got Raj Dalawal and Harinder. That's close enough, so we got those guys. Bringing the turbans. Fear in the turban. Now I got Cam Michaud. He's gonna be my communication director, because I just think it'd be freaking fun to have a guy who starts with communication. In charge of immigration and nationalization is Guillermo Haro. He'll fix that. The problem is, in about 2 years left to fire him because he's going to piss everybody off. So then I'm going to nominate Mario Bayona. He will last about a week before he pisses everybody off. And so then I'll just take like a combination of like Juan, J.R. Mejia, and Jesse Gutierrez, and we'll call it even on that one, right? Now, how'd you like a country led by those people? Does that sound pretty good? Yeah. See, this is a melting pot. We got women winning, old people, young people, religious people. Hey, we got Muslims, we got East Indians, we got Christians, we got all kinds of people. Jewish folks winning here, Koreans, Chinese, Filipino, you name it. Nowhere, if you told people about this company, nobody believed you. It's so incredible. We need to get this message out there. People need to know about this. Well, these two fools run for president for the next year. We're just going to go out and quietly change the world one family at a time, right or wrong. The hope we give people, the difference we make in people's lives. There's nowhere like WFG. I don't apologize for this company. This is the greatest business movement of all time. And you just wait 5, 10, 20 years down the road when we expand beyond our borders and we get a chance, I hope, to take this message to the world someday and affect millions and millions of lives. Hope your vision gets stretched. I'm so proud of you. I mentioned earlier the ladies at WFG. I'm so proud of you. Many of you become my good friends, these mompreneurs, these ladies. What you do in a day is just so inspiring. How you raise your family, you take care of the things at home, you go help families at night, you get back and you make your phone calls, you get up the next day, take your kids to school, make breakfast, get back. Look, the guys in the room, we got it easy. The ladies in this company are just flat unbelievable. And going forward, we're going to talk more about it. You know what I don't want to see happen for you? I don't want to see your family get pushed around anymore. Guys, think about this just for a minute. Women, you too. What if you showed up at school one day, you're ready to pick your kids up, and you seen a little boy pushing around your little girl. Pushing her and no one's helping her. How would that make you feel if you saw that? What if you walked into a bank one day and you happened to see your mom standing there and there was someone giving her a hard time, shoving her out of the way, calling her horrible names, pushing her around? How would you men rise up? How would you handle that? How would you handle that? I want you to picture that for a minute, because let me tell you something. You're letting the world push your family around right now. They may not physically be shoving them and pushing them, but they're putting them in a box, and it's your fault, and you're letting it happen. Men in this room, there's different types of abuse in the world. The worst type is obviously physical and mental, but there's other types of abuse. The abuse of showing your family a big dream and then not giving it to them. Making them promises about where you're going to take them and what you're going to accomplish, and then abusing them by never delivering on it. Never having the courage to step up. Never fighting for them. You've got to stop abusing your families, men. You got to stop abusing them. You got to start to make their dreams happen. It's time you take it seriously. The world is trying to push your family around, and it's time you stop letting that happen. Too many of you let people push you around and put you in a box. They're taking advantage of you and your children. You're running out of time. It's time you step up. See, the reason you need to step up is we got a great God. We got a God who wants to balance the books. I talked about folly and justice. Your God wants to balance the books for your family. He wants to make it right. He's noticed every setback. He's seen every tear you've shed, every fear you've had. Your Lord has watched that. He's a God of justice. He wants to make great things happen in your life. But you got to believe that and step forward. Is there someone in your family? And let me tell you something. The Bible talks about the sins of the father. Is there somebody in your family who just quietly sacrificed for you? Maybe their life never became rich. Maybe they never made a lot of money, but they just sacrificed for you. They just went to work every day. Who's that person? Is it your grandmother or your parents? Who's the person that just quietly went about life, sacrificing for you? Picture their precious face right now. If they're still living or they're gone. They just got up. They didn't complain. They never bought anything for themselves. They never had a lot. I watched my mom wear the same clothes from when I was 2 years old to when I was 18. It never even occurred to my mother to buy herself something or get herself a nice pair of clothes. It was always about our family, always about taking care of us first, never them. Do you have someone like that in your life? Raise your hand and just sacrifice for you. All of you do. And let me tell you something. God saw that sacrifice and He wants to balance the books through you. He wants to balance it through you. He wants to make it right. He wants to bring you favor. He wants to give you greatness. He wants you to have influence. He wants you to be wealthy. He saw the sacrifices they made, and He wants to balance the books for you. That person's depending on you to balance the books. You may be that person. I don't know that you're going to get wealthy here. I hope you do. But I know this, the sacrifices you'll make, you're balancing the books going forward for your children and grandchildren. Maybe it'll be them that rise up in favor. Maybe it'll be their family that rises up. But I know you sacrifice here. The Lord wants to balance the books for your family. Say amen with me. I won't preach anymore. You got to go about sacrificing for them, because your family, your time will come. Let me prove it to you. Dads, how many of you want to balance the books for your family? See, balancing the books means it's not equal. I have a daughter. Guys, we all have, those of us that have sons, we love our sons, right? A son has something at school, happens, comes home, complains. What do you say, Dad? It's like, hey, did you kick his ass or not? I mean, here you know it. You kicked his ass and you didn't, right? But your daughter comes home from school, you're going to kill somebody. My daughter's a really confident little girl, Bella. She's awesome. She's the more confident probably of my two kids. They're both beautiful, both got different giftedness. Max is the more kind one. When they watch this YouTube video, you both know I'm telling the truth. So, I gotta tell you, my daughter was talking for weeks. All of her little friends at school were talking about how they're gonna go to this Taylor Swift concert for this little girl's birthday. And they come home and they talk about it. They're on Instagram talking about the Taylor Swift concert for the birthday, and she hopes she gets the tickets, and there's these 4 little girls that are gonna go. They talk about it at lunch, they talk about it at school. Bella's all excited about it. She's hoping that this little girl, won't say her name, ends up getting these tickets to go see Taylor Swift. Good news, the little girl gets the tickets. Except, Bella didn't get invited. She invited 3 other little girls. And my daughter was devastated. I mean, they're partying on Instagram about it. And Bella sat it every day at lunch, and they talked about it. She said, they're not mad at me. She just picked this other girl over me, Daddy. And I said, what? Who is this person? Who's her dad? Right? Oh, it's the, yeah. I won't say his name because actually he's affiliated with this company. So I said, oh, it's that guy. He doesn't work here. He's affiliated. I said, oh, okay. I said, now guys, you think I'm gonna let that happen to my daughter? I said, let me make a few phone calls. I'm not gonna tell you who I called, but in about 2 hours, one of my buddies calls me back, says, I got you covered, dog. We got front row tickets, backstage passes, and you'll meet him. I went, good. Let me give you a little camera crew, because this is going out big time on social media. So of course, these other little girls at the little party, they're in 952, A, B, C, and D. We're in row 1, dead center, backstage, taking pictures with the other little girls. And I said, you take all these damn pictures and we're gonna put them on Instagram. Sure enough, they went out there on Instagram. I said, hey, books are bounced, let's roll up, right? And that's exactly what the Lord wants to do for you when your mom went out every day and sacrificed for your family. He wants to bring a balance to the books, and he wants to do it for you in abundance, and he wants you to earn it. We're going to give you a chance to do that. We launched a campaign yesterday that could flat change the country in the next 90 days. We could put that up there. I just want to remind you that you got a chance to take the first few steps in balancing the books and proving you want to make this happen. People say to me all the time, how do I bottle this feeling at the convention up and just keep it forever? You ever have somebody say that? If I could just feel this way forever. I got news for you. There's a better feeling than just hoping and wanting to do it. The next level feeling is actually doing it. That's 10 times more powerful, feels 10 times better, actually go help the family, actually achieve, actually get promoted, actually move forward. So we got this thing up there, you can see it. You got a chance, if you just go, I think it's 10 families, you up 10 families, we're gonna recognize you in 90 days. That could be a recruiter, a client worth 2,500 points. And if you do that, our goal is to help 150,000 families, by the way. That just flat makes a difference. Everybody that helps 10 families in 90 days will get recognized on Wfg.com. You're going to get your MyWFG, you're going to get recognized on there. You can show it to your team, you can send it out to people, you can promote yourself. It's the first step to winning is us promoting you on social media. We're also going to take out a 2-page spread in Fortune magazine. In Fortune, where we'll highlight the mission to help families in the top 500 associates. 500 of you. Everyone, from the newest person here, if you're not even licensed, you potentially could do this through recruiting. You could put your name in Fortune magazine 90 dadgum days from now. That's awesome. Top 100 base shop personal press releases. So we're going to put you out on the internet one a day, highlighting you and your team and your story. So when people begin to Google you, the first daggum thing that comes up is this press release about this amazing achievement you've got, the link to Fortune magazine with you in it. It's pretty incredible what this could do to just your brand and your reputation. And then the top 10 EDCs, shoot, we're going to put a billboard in your home damn town, right on the drive to your office. Everybody that drives to that community will see that billboard. Something tells me that'll help a little bit with credibility and recruiting. What do you think? Yes? And then we took out Times Square in New York, the billboard there, and we're going to feature all different ones of you up there, from the top EDCs, the top personal producer, to the top base shop, featured on the billboard in Times Square. So if you're sitting in this room right now and you want to be a hero to your kids, you got a chance to be on our website, you got a chance to be promoted with a press release, you got a chance to be on a billboard, you got a chance to be promoted. The newest people could be on a damn billboard in Times Square in December. That's amazing. So go for that. Balance the books. Are you with me? Say yes. Yes. All right, hey, I want to show you a clip. I had nothing prepared for today because I know I was speaking, so I grabbed this. And here's what it's about. And it makes me cry every time. It's about earning it. It's about balancing the books. I want you to think about that person who sacrificed for you. Your mother or your father, a sister. They just quietly lived their life for you. And you have a chance to pay them back here, man. Sister, you have a chance to pay them back. It's not funny. It's not casual. You can't quit on it. Watch this video, you'll see about earning it. All of you have one of these captains in your life. Go ahead, guys.
once. The angels on our shoulders. What, sir?
Sense of joy that I write to inform you your son, Private James Ryan, is well and at this very moment on his way home from European battlefields. Reports from the front indicate James did his duty in combat with great courage and steadfast dedication, even after he was informed of the tragic loss your family has suffered in this great campaign to rid the world of tyranny and oppression. I take great pleasure in joining the Secretary of War, men and women of the United States Army, and citizens of a grateful nation, wishing you good health and many years of happiness with James at your side. Nothing, not even the safe return of a beloved son, can compensate you or the thousands of other American families who have suffered great loss in this tragic war. I might share with you some words which have sustained me through long, dark nights of peril, loss, and heartache. And I quote, "I pray that our Heavenly Father may assuage the anguish of your bereavement and leave you only the cherished memory of the loved and lost, and the solemn pride that must be yours to have laid so costly a sacrifice upon the altar of freedom. Abraham Lincoln, yours very sincerely and respectfully, George C. Marshall, General Chief of Staff."
To be honest with you, I wasn't sure how I'd feel coming back here. Every day, I think about what you said to me that day on the bridge. I've tried to live my life the best I could. I hope that was enough. I hope that at least in your eyes, I've earned what all of you have done for me.
James, Captain John H. Miller.
Tell me how you led a good life.
What?
Tell me I'm a good man.
You are.
have a John Miller in your life that sacrificed everything for you. The reason we get emotional, we see that because at the end of the day, all we really want at the end of our life, and it is coming sooner than we think, is that tell me I'm a good person. Tell me I've lived a good life. Isn't that at the end of the day what you hope happens, yes or no?